My heart hurts 24/7 for my mom. This is too close up. As you can see, I got everything out of my room. It's all just thrown in my mom's room. So my mom's room looks like a fucking hurricane hit it or tornado or whatever. I mean, it's just all thrown in there. I went on my 6-mile walk. I used to say 5+ miles. I've been going some extra different direction. So we'll just call it a day. I'll say 6. It could be more. Who knows? I can't calculate it. It doesn't matter. What we know for a fact, it's more than 5. Let's just put it that way. My guess is. My guess is probably maybe around 6. In the end, it doesn't matter. And I go like this. I look like a cartoon character. My lipstick's all worn off. When I wear lipstick, I look even more like a cartoon character when I go like this. I hate looking at that closet. I hate it all. I haven't heard from my mom. I haven't heard from... Want another bit of insight into Laura? Because this is how I have to live. Always guilt. I was up this morning and then I wanted to go back to bed. I felt sleepy. So I went back to bed at like 10:30, something like that. Shut my phone off, shut everything off. And felt so guilty. Like I should leave my phone on. Someone might be trying to reach me. Doctors, my mom, or this or that, or the adjuster, or any, and in the end, I fell sound asleep for a good 3 hours. Had intense dreams. Woke up thinking I was gonna have all these voicemails. People wanted to reach me, they couldn't reach me. Blah blah blah. There was nothing. There was nothing. I felt guilt and anxiety for nothing. There was nothing on my phone. Nobody had tried to reach me in those 3 hours. My heart hurts 24/7 for my mom. She doesn't have the depth to know that. She doesn't have the depth. She doesn't, to her, she resents. She thinks that she doesn't have the depths to understand any of it. I know, and Joe knows. That's all that matters to me. Joe knows how much I hurt from my mom. As much as I hurt for her consciously, subconsciously, I ache, it kills me continuously. When she cries to me, she just thinks I'm some kind of god, like I can just, I have this power that I don't have. A guy wrote in an email to me, other girls are stars. You're the northern lights. I see right through your bullshit. I see through everybody's bullshit, actually. He was not, I've told you this. You guys know I'm not making it up. A decade ago, he wasn't the least bit impressed with me. I'm sure he thought I was attractive and he wanted to suck on my feet or say whatever, rub my feet, but overall, he wasn't the least bit impressed with me. Okay? He wasn't impressed with me. He's impressed with me now, as would the case be of a lot of people or whatnot, because of my popularity out online. It's raised me up in his eyes, okay? But when he first met me, he was not the least bit impressed with me. Get it? He wasn't. He wasn't the least bit impressed. Told you what happened the second time. He sulked over a mall cop telling us to knock it off even though we weren't doing anything. There are people who make out, you know, like he was just rubbing, he was innocent, he was just rubbing my back and neck and shoulders. Mall cop was jealous, that's all. Mall cop wishes, yeah. Mall cop was full of shit. There are children around. Any slightly older children are in school because it's the middle of the morning, day, and younger kids they would have to be really young to even be in school. You're full of shit. I see right through everybody. We didn't even like each other. We talked for a long time that day in the mall. We have nothing in common. He wasn't impressed. Okay. He's impressed now. I see right through him. I see right through everybody. Talk to my contractor. Your guess is as good as mine why he thought this. He's just not used to doing stuff like that with, I guess, with an insurance person or whatnot. He thought when he gave his estimate, he admittedly gave it higher. First of all, he thought he was supposed to include in it if I was gonna have to stay in an extended stay hotel for a couple weeks. Like, why would you think that? He said that, but I don't even think that's true because I was here when he was saying, okay, it'll be this, that, or whatever. I think he padded his estimate. He was afraid he might find more damage after he already starts the work and then he'd have to eat the cost. No, you don't. It doesn't work that way. If this was running normally instead of this guy, this insurance guy, I guess he's called an adjuster, but works for the insurance company, whereas I haven't yet hired, but I mean I'm making, you know, this public adjuster works for you, home claim, whatever. Anyhow, he thought that if he finds more damage, and now it doesn't work that way. If it was running normal, like it was 5 years ago, then when you find more damage, you just tell, you know, again, the woman, female counterpart 5 years ago gave my contractor, then contractor, no trouble. Find more damage, justify more, send you another check. That's how it worked. It was so simple and so nice and flowing and not all this fucking stress and anxiety and all that. So he did give a higher thing. And he says to me, I thought I had to include in it you staying in that extended. No, that's totally separate. That is a totally separate thing. You're just supposed to say your costs. And I got a thing from the insurance company. Of course, I'm not in contract. I can't make heads or tails of it. But he wrote out pages and pages, itemized, of how he justified such that low amount of 7,000. I don't know. I'm not trying to get away with anything. I just have to have the damage to my home repaired, even if in the end I have to use that, you know, the fact that I'm the durable power of attorney and take out some kind of a loan and fix the damage to our home. You gotta do it. Talking to that public adjuster, he's like, yeah, you got lucky 5 years ago, and the burden of proof is on the person making the claim, and they didn't have to do what they did 5 years ago and send out a water person and whatnot. And naive. Me and my contractor both, we thought that whatever he said, they would approve. You know what I mean? My contractor opened up part of my wall. I'm not going to bother looking at what he said. I emailed it all to the adjuster. But he accounted, I mean, he was thorough. Because every little thing, and it comes to that low amount. I told my contractor, can you please make an itemized thing saying how you came up with your cost, your estimate, so we can compare the two. just lump it all together and just stress on me, okay? While this was all going on, my mom was slowly disintegrating mentally. I was leaving early every day and coming back after dark when I knew then there's no chance in hell of anybody showing up. It's taking its toll on me, but the idea of being here, and I told you that day it almost happened. I literally missed the people by minutes. And that plunges me into something you don't want to know. It's just, I can't stand it. If I'm forced to talk to or encounter or interact with just any of, get the fuck away from me. That includes all the services too. Remember when I wound up thinking I had heart problems, thinking there was something wrong with my heart, whatever, and it was just anxiety. And I had to tell them I was in the hospital because after they rule out any kind of heart things, then they have you talk to psych. I had to tell them what's going on, and they were obligated to report it. I didn't know this at the time, but I understand they were obligated to report it, You don't have to let them in. My mom doesn't know any better. She let them in, and I was home, but I'm not obligated to have anything to do, I know better than to even let him in the house, but my mother does not. She'll invite him for tea, figuratively speaking. And I was home, and I heard him. I heard him say, "Is she daughter here?" And I was like, "She's sleeping." They know they can't force me to come out. Any more than the police, anyone, they can't force you to come out. Fact is, I don't even want to be put in that fucking position. We did not be put in that position. My mom could talk to whoever she wants. She could do whatever she wants. I don't have to be involved or talk to these people I can't stand, okay? Is to leave early in the morning and not come back till nighttime. Okay? No one's going to show up super early in the morning, and definitely no one's going to come back after dinner time, like after 5. No one's going to come around. Okay? I was doing that every fucking day, taking its toll on me. But the alternative was worse in my eyes. The alternative was worse. I would have continued doing it. It's just so, you gotta think about it. These morons taking as the gospel truth anything my mom says and thinking and meanwhile, a few days later or whatever, she's gonna have one of the worst psychotic breaks I've ever seen her have. Which proves she wasn't well all along. See? People with ulterior motives. Like my mother's the sanest person on the planet if she's saying anything at all against me, her daughter. But otherwise, we can accept, oh yeah, she's not well, she's out of her mind, whatever. It's disgusting. I see right through everybody. Professionals or not. I see through everybody, okay? I see see through people's bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. Just stinks to high. I did not fast today. Didn't feel like it. It's very rare that I do 2 days of fasting. Never would have opened up that wall. But again, my contractor didn't know any better. And I didn't know any better. And the guy said, do what you have to do to determine the damage. Bottom line is, we shouldn't live here anymore. We can have these stupid leaks all the time. You know? It could be another one we don't even know about. It's very, very disconcerting. At least I was able to briefly escape from all of it, going on my 6-mile walk and blasting my tunes in my ears. Know what I mean? At least I was able to escape a couple hours or so. It was chilly. I found this weird ass purple hat. Have you ever seen a hat that I wanted to just match because I had the purple yellow bean jacket that Joe got me last year. I picked it out. Anyway, have you ever seen a hat that doesn't go down on your head and forms like ears? A weird fucking hat. I gotta show you guys that in a video sometime. It had ears. It was purple, so I wore it nonetheless. Like, alright, well, I don't know why it does that. It's very strange. I'll definitely have to show my viewers and fans at some point this purple hat that no matter how much you pull it down over your head, it forms these pointy things like that. So, whatever. Add to my cuteness with the outfit and the little skirt and the stretchy pants. I don't really like the hat that does that. Didn't even know that hat was in there. I found it and it was purple, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna wear it even though it does that weird pointy things on the top of my head. contact Joe at some point. He gets worried. He doesn't hear from me. When I know I'm just exhausted, Joe. My heart hurts for my mom. Handling all this crap. Still haven't washed the dishes. Still haven't washed the dishes. Shame on me, huh? Yeah, it was sunny out. It was chilly. It was a little cold when I left, but I knew walking, I did my pumping my arms and tucking in my tummy and in my buttocks. Pumped the arms. I had the purse in one hand, but in case I wanted to go to the store, which I did. Technically, since I had wearing this jacket, I shouldn't even have brought the damn purse. All I had to do was stick my credit card in this jacket. I don't know why I brought the purse. Next time. It's uneven if I'm holding the purse, and it's not super heavy, but still. And then nothing in the other hand and pumping my arms. It's not going to balance. It's not going to have the balance, It's one hand is going to have the purse in it. I think it's just force a habit. I don't even need to bring the purse. I can, especially when I'm wearing this jacket, or any jacket, I can stick my credit card in the jacket. I don't need the fucking purse, do I? It'd be better to not even have